Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your bonus reading. Thank you so much for joining me. This is for the time period of now when you're called to view this video. Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Your overall energy at the moment is the unending sadness of looking back, which speaks about endless regret, obsessive grief, or replaying the past over and over. Really it's about negative nostalgia, but we also have this beautiful card of Freya. So I do feel that whatever it is that has been happening for you in the past, and it could have been something that happened when you were a child, it could have been something that happened yesterday. I'm reading for a lot of different people here. You'll know what that is. Something that you replay in your mind. It may have been grieving the loss of something that you once held. We all do that, Sagittarius, because we can't hold on to everything in life. You know, time passes, people pass us by. There's always constant change. So there's an energy here with Freya, holding on to your core, holding on to your true self, holding on to who you are at your very core, at your very center, during times where you may replay or get lost in a nostalgia, which may have been quite negative, but nostalgia has a funny way of getting a little bit more rose-colored the more we are separated from the pain of what occurred. Yes, so let's see. It feels like replaying pain, replaying something over and over in your mind here, but with Freya as a card of strong individualism, I mean, she's the Norse goddess of love and of war. So you have a lot of love to give, but you've also experienced love as war as well, and that's where this negative energy comes up with. It kind of rears its ugly head when you least expect it. You like to keep busy, I get that, Sagittarius, so that that kind of energy doesn't come back into your mind. The focus on now, keeping the focus on now so that you can have positive thoughts about your life and where it's going in the future. So Sagittarius, let's see where all of this is going. Let's lay down these cards for my beautiful Sagittarius. Let's see, guys. We'll take a look for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs for the time period of now when you are called to view this video. Alright, Sag, let's take a look. The Hanged Man. Yes. Seeing things very differently. Seeing things very, very differently. There's a feeling around this of changing up your mindset so that you can change the world around you. Really, it's how we view the world is how we're feeling inside. If we are happy, we've got a lot of good things going on in our lives, the world appears very, very opportunistic. It feels like there's a lot of smiling faces around us. But when we're hurting, when we're in pain, when we're grieving, the world can look very different. So it's really what's coming out of your own vision here. How are you envisioning your world here, Sagittarius? Now, we can't control the actions of others or the choices of others. We can't. So somebody around you, Sagittarius, may be making a choice that is bringing up the past for you, or there's some sadness here or regret about no longer having what you did have at one point in your life. So you can't control others, but what you can control is how you show up and how much respect you show to yourself as you do. When you make a habit of showing up in your truth, living from your authenticity, you'll find that you won't be grieving anymore the relationships that are not aligned with you. They'll fall away. And the relationships that are best for you will naturally gravitate to you. So trust this process, because it is the basis of this Hanged Man, seeing things very differently. You know, Freya, the Hanged Man reminds me of Odin, hanging on the world tree there. And Freya she was credited with teaching Odin how to work magic. So she's a very honored and beloved goddess energy. Freya literally translates as lady, and lady feels to me like the divine feminine. So this is about true self-respect. It's beautiful energy. You know, she was persecuted, of course, as all powerful female energy is at some point. So at the time she was condemned, but she didn't go anywhere. She retained her name recognition, her unique essence. She refused to be banished. And that's you, Sagittarius. This is standing in your strength. A goddess of immense power who stands for fearlessness, independence, passionate love. So yeah, this is about standing up with a passionate feeling, standing up for yourself first and foremost. If you have been wronged in any way, shape or form, I do get for a lot of my Sagittarians, you may have been unfairly treated. Your beautiful, authentic self may have been unfairly treated in the past, which may have led you to look out at the world with eyes that were sad. But Spirit is bringing in change for you. And you're still here, Sagittarius. You're still here. You're still standing strong. You're still very powerful. The Nine of Wands. Boy, you are a warrior. A spiritual warrior, an actual warrior. Some of you may have been like literally fighting. You might have been fighting for justice. You may have been in the military. Whatever it was, or you're just a very strong person. And because of that, gosh, you have been unfairly treated or persecuted in some way. I hate to use that word, but it looks like, Sagittarius, that you have been, because you have experienced that pain in the past, it's almost like you expect it now, and that's why you may withdraw, or you may hold yourself outside of a community or a society at the moment, out of wanting to maintain that strength, that boundary. You have a very strong boundary that people are going to fear. I mean, Freya was feared, but gosh, she was a powerful energy. She was feared for her strength. You know, strong women are often feared, and that's a real shame, guys. It is a real shame, and what comes along with this strength is vulnerability, because Sagittarius, I feel that for you would like to be supported in your vulnerability, but you're always the one that has to stand strong for other people. But who's helping the strong one? Who's helping you? Sagittarius, let's see, I'm going to get a card from this deck for Sagittarius, please. Two of Wands, standing at this portal. Resilience. Oh gosh, is that ever the truth with that Nine of Wands energy? Resilience, you've got it in spades. Now with this one, Sagittarius, it really does feel like this woman here, gosh, she's sitting in what remains of the past. It's burning away there. She's rather impassively sitting, somewhat relaxed in this destruction, if you will. It's the flames of the past being burned away, a crowded room of memories. There's an energy here of needing to not fear the letting go. It's time, Sagittarius. Events, people, places that once defined you being burned away from your memory. Wonderful, Sagittarius. So whatever this is, this unending sadness of looking back is being burned away, Sagittarius. And even though it's being burned away, she is not being harmed. The smoke is not overcoming her. The window is open, and a branch of that tree, the Hanged Man, that Odin energy, the world tree, the branch of that tree of life reaches in the window here, bringing her clarity and wisdom. So stoking the fires of the past one last time to release what doesn't serve you. Rising like a phoenix, literally. Being warmed and confident in the light that comes from burning away and releasing both the bad and the good of the past. Release it all to be reborn, to find that inner flame of resilience, guys. Wow. Yes, Page of Cups, yeah, that new start. It's there for you, Sagittarius. It feels like everything that you've experienced from being a small child, all of that, the good and the bad, being burned away here. Wow. For some of my Sagittarians, you do have like an empty space, a clearing away. You may not have a lot of things like photos or memories saved, that you have tangible things. I feel like they're things that you've given away, given to charity, or you have somehow. I feel that you've cleared up all this space, you've cleared up all of this energy that the past was taking up, and now you're ready for this new energy with that Page of Cups. Yeah, having faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Okay, and we have nothing will come of this situation. You know, I get that as just clearing space for your dreams. Clearing space for your dreams to come in. Right now it feels like this pause, this energy of not a lot of activity for you, Sagittarius, at the present moment, is so that you can journey into your inner compass, journey into your imagination, journey into your intuition, to find the next thing, your next course, setting a new course. Yes, because it feels like the past there's nothing to be gained from that anymore. Okay. Blank slate, guys. Clear space. Another Page of Swords. I love that. Getting curious about the world. Let's see. Sagittarius, the Page of Swords. Preparing yourself, readying yourself, finding out information, getting curious about your life, what you'd like to do next. You seem to have options with this Two of Wands. Protection, you're protected. At this time, while you're in this Hanged Man position, you may feel quite vulnerable, but Spirit is saying, actually, Sagittarius, you're protected here, which is brilliant, because I think you need that energy of protection to be curious. Yeah. The Onion. Onions are about taking responsibility and empowering your own life. The Onion is a clear indicator, Sag, that you are on the right path, that you are protected, and that you have to keep going and not give up. Definitely believe in yourself. Listen to that inner voice. As I said, this pause in activity is so that you can find that inner voice, to listen to it. Your truth right now is the most important element. Take care that you don't take on things that are not part of your personal journey at the present time. Yes, I'm getting like full sun energy around this Onion, seeing things very clear. Yeah, I also get for you, Sagittarius, there is an energy of endurance, spiritual health, negativity being banished, a healing energy. It is Mars in Aries, and with this Freya being the goddess of love and war, I see that for you it's fighting for love of self, and being anything that you are thinking about from the past that isn't appearing, it isn't manifesting, it's because that is something that doesn't come from love. You would not have experienced your best life if that was meant to be, if that came back into your life. It's not coming. Spirit is saying it's not coming. That whatever that was in the past, it's not coming back. So it's time to really burn it away. Don't even think about it anymore. It's not coming back. You're actually spiritually protected from that. It's not coming back for a very good reason, guys. Yes. This onion energy. Full sun. This is you being seen. You would not have been seen. I get an energy here of being hidden away. Not living a life that felt full, vibrant, full of vitality. Yes. No, you're meant for much more than that, Sagittarius. You're meant to embody this very vibrant fighter energy, and whatever that was in the past, it diminished your flame. It did. It diminished your flame. We have the Fool. You're not doing anything that is foolish at this time in terms of something that's going to take you backwards. Okay. Yes. And the Three of Pentacles, I'm loving that. It feels like respect. For some of my Sagittarians, I do get that you're being respected for what you've gone through in life. And it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. I mean, speaking from my own perspective, and I won't talk too much about myself, guys, but it's been the road of the the wounded warrior. And there's exhaustion around that, you know. Constantly having to fight. That's how I feel. Constantly having to fight for everything. It feels very hard. A long, hard road of constant battles, constant obstacles, not being born into great circumstances, having lots of troubles, abusive situations, and then having that reignite in relationship after relationship. Yeah, at some point you have to say no more. At some point you have to say no more. It's a little bit like, I don't know if you've heard of Stockholm Syndrome, and that happened, I think it was back in the 70s, where there was this bank robbery in Stockholm, and the bank robber took hostages, and the hostages were actually started to have sympathy or compassion for the bank robber after so many days that they were stuck in this bank under gunpoint, but yet they still felt an affinity, a kinship with their oppressor, with their abuser, if you will, someone who had them there under duress. That's kind of how I feel about you, Sagittarius, that you may experience love for people in the past who have oppressed you. That's why Spirit is coming through with this massive energy. It's not a small energy, guys. It's massive. Not looking at the past there with sadness. What do I mean by that? I mean looking back with regretting not having that in your life still. That Stockholm Syndrome. Spirit is saying no, that's not, you would never whoever this person or these people were in your life, that treated you this way. It was never your fault and never your responsibility for... They may have put the blame on you. Oh, well, it was your fault, Sagittarius, for me treating you badly. No. Onions, of course, speak to me about crying, tears, so some of you may shed tears here. And that's okay, you have to get it out. Some of my Sagittarians haven't cried for a long time, because you've had to be strong. But I do feel that getting something out here, getting out something out of your system, crying, allowing the sadness of what you experienced, has to take precedence here so that you can acknowledge it, cleanse it, burn it, and move on. Sagittarius. Wow. Yeah, it's you're a very pure soul. I get that. A lot of you were conditioned into a false belief about yourself, and some of you look back at your youth, at your younger self, and there is sadness there. A sadness for the you that had to go through that, a sadness for the you that had to experience that. But you know what? Spirit says, yes, acknowledge that. But now it's time to look at how strong this has made you, this resilience card. Yeah, the High Priestess. Truly knowing yourself. I'm still getting this strong energy of Freya around you. That's the more powerful energy. Yes, this was very powerful, this sadness of looking back at the past and replaying, but now I'm seeing Freya and this High Priestess very much linked, guys. Very much linked. Holding on to your center. This is about not hiding or amending your true self. I think in the past, Sagittarius, you've wanted love, you've wanted to be accepted. And so you've had to amend your true self in order to gain that, or what felt like love. I don't actually feel that it truly was. But with this High Priestess energy, it's a really someone who knows who they truly are. And when we hide who we are out of fear or out of feeling that we need to be accepted, we end up feeling invisible. And I think, Sagittarius, you might have ended up feeling invisible in past relationships because you had to amend who you were. Now, as you've gotten older and more mature, more experienced, I feel that you're not going to do that anymore. No, this is truly standing strong in who you are. Love and valor here. Love and war. Love and valor. Without that bold act of being yourself, you'll always be lonely no matter who stands by your side. In fact, you could even end up completely alienating yourself from people around you. And of course, Sagittarius, you don't want to do that. No, you're meant to experience true love, which is born out of not needing to change who you are intrinsically for someone, and getting back to the core of who you are always meant to be. Be brave, be yourself, live from that energy. If you're straightforward, if you Make sure that you maintain your integrity, your values. You will unlock the love that you so desire here, Sagittarius. You will. Nine of Cups. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful. I see you, your energy being promoted. It's like you've been given a raise by Spirit saying, here, wish granted, a sincere wish granted, a very sincere wish is granted, because Spirit knows who you are at your core. It knows when you're lying, it knows when you're trying to trick it, but it knows when you're truly desiring something that is for your highest good and for the highest good of everyone, because we're all connected. And when you heal and you're coming from a place of being content and happy with your life and who you are, then that's when you reward people by just having that spirit, putting it out to the world, and then you're rewarded in kind with something here that I feel is a sincere wish. It's not something that is meaningless. It's actually very meaningful. Wow. Let's see here, Sagittarius. I'm going to get couple more cards for you guys. Messages for Sagittarius. Where can I create more space? Yeah, I did say that earlier when it comes to space clearing. Instead of filling yourself up with this negative energy, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, and in your heart, and take time to just be. So do a clutter detox. Make space. Clarity will come. More importantly, I feel clearing your space and clearing your mind of that negative clutter, that unending sadness of looking back. When was the last time you danced freely? Dance. Because it will shift you into a beautiful state, because it will get you out of your head and into your body and heart, because fear lives in the head, along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make the shift. You will feel a charge of joy and confidence take over, and you will feel a soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. Dancing is a great tool to ground us in the now. It triggers happiness, and it is the gateway, the Two of Wands, to freedom. To become free, dance. Dance to your favorite song. Notice the inward fire grow within and the feeling you feel just being you. You are a wild, loving force. Express it with dance today. Yes, Sagittarius. Dance of joy, the dance of wildness, the dance of passion, just for pure self. Do I believe I am worthy? You are worthy, you are deserving, and you are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. That's, of course, a quote by Maya Angelou. Today's soul action for a big goal or dream that you have. Ask yourself, do you feel worthy of this? And your mantra is, I am worthy of it all. Of course you are, Sagittarius. Let's see, any other messages for Sagittarius here? Messages for Sagittarius. Awakening ancient wisdom. Deep inner knowing that High Priestess is emerging within you. That's old soul energy. Some of this looking back at the past, that may come back from not just this lifetime, but many lifetimes. Communicating freely. Yeah, it feels like that ancient wisdom. Communicating freely from within you. The answers are coming from within you, this High Priestess energy. And for some with this Nine of Cups, this is you embarking on your next adventure, savouring the wonders of the world. Well, that's your happy place, Sag, it is. Two more cards and I'll leave it there for Sag. Winds of change. Your surroundings could undergo transition. And serendipity. Bright new prospects are on the horizon for you, Sagittarius. And we also have this Queen energy. Love that. Love and prosperity. Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it there. Wish you all the very best. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me. My links are down below, or you can Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot, on Etsy. That's ETSY. Thank you for your likes. If something here has resonated, please do claim this reading by dropping me a comment down below. Claim the reading, press that thumbs up button, share me on your social media if you would like to do that, and of course subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss any of my updates. Thank you, Sagittarius, and bye for now.